Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps, and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And let's begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's stretch down low to touch our toes. And then let's go up high one more time. And this time, we'll go tippy toe high. And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. And then back down to touch our toes once more. And then we can stand up, guys, and let's shake it out. Arms and legs, shake it out. And now hands on hips, and we can have a wiggle side to side. Wiggle side to side. Stop. And then another wiggle side to side. Wiggle side to side. Stop. Forwards, backwards. Forwards, backwards. Forwards, backwards. And stop. And now we can go round and round. Round and round. And stop. Then we can go back the other way, guys. Round and round the other way. Round and round. And stop. And to finish, we will do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So in today's English lesson, we're going to begin learning about a particular time tense. And this tense is one that we use when we want to talk about actions that happened in the past but are still true in the present. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin learning about, guys, the present perfect tense. So let's write that phrase on the board first. Present, P, R, E, S, E, N, T. Present. That means now. When we are in the present, we are in the now. And we're going to be learning about present perfect. P-E-R-F-E-C-T. T. Present perfect tense. T-E-N-S-E. So all together, guys, present perfect tense. So try to remember that explanation. We use the present perfect tense to talk about actions that happened in the past, but they're still true for now. So what we do is we go from the past action to now. This is when we use the present perfect tense to talk about past actions that are happening and still valid now. And there's a particular sentence structure that we need to use for the present perfect tense when we're talking about positive or affirmative sentences. And I'll show you them now. So the first thing we need, guys, and subject is S-U-B-J-E-C-T. And the subject is the person or people that we are talking about, such as I, you, we, they. The first word that we always use with affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense is the subject. Now, the second word is one of two different words, because with different subjects, we use one of the two words. It's either has, yes. With some subjects, we use has, or with other subjects, we use have. Okay? For example, if I talk about myself, I say I have. But if I say to you, you have, we have, they have. She, not have, she has. He, it. And if we talk about one person by their name, such as Pangpon, Preu, we also use has. So today we're going to learn which of these words we use with the correct sentences. And then our third word, guys, is our verb. Okay? Now we know verb words already. Verb words are action words, things that we do. And the verb word is always past tense. We always use the past tense of the verb. And then the final thing is the activity, the thing that we are doing with the verb. So now I will give an example of how we can construct some of these sentences together. So guys, somebody give me a subject. Who shall we use the first subject? Okay, down. So we will say she, because down is a girl. She, S-H-E. So if we're talking about she, do we use has or have in the present perfect tense? She has. Well done. Okay, now down, give me a verb word. What have you done? She has an action word. Play, listen, watch, eat. Okay, so we use the past participle. So what we have to say is eat and change it to the past tense, eaten. And Dan, what have you eaten? What food? Chicken. So there we go. She has eaten chicken. Get used to that structure. Subject, then has or have, depending on the subject, then the verb, and remember the verb is the past participle, the past tense form of the verb, and finally the activity. So now we'll do one with have. Who can give me a subject we can use with have? If we talk about ourselves, what word do we use? I. I has. I have. H-A-V-E. Now what are play? Okay, so play is the verb word. Now what do we need to do with play to change it to the past tense? What letters do we add for the past tense? ED, excellent. We don't say I have play, we say I have played. Now what have we played, guys? Football, okay. F-O-O-T-B-A-L-L. I have played football. So notice how the subject, then the word has, have, is followed by the verb in the past tense, and then the activity. This is how we talk about affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense. Guys, that was brilliant. Very well done. So what we've got now is a PowerPoint presentation for our students to learn and understand a little bit more about affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense. So what we'll do is we'll have our students practice speaking and also getting used to the structure, because it's always the same. Subject, has or have, past tense verb, and then the activity. So let's turn to look at the TV screen, guys, for our PowerPoint presentation. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation about present perfect tense, affirmative. Now what affirmative means is things that have happened. If we do something, we describe it with an affirmative sentence. And this is how we're going to begin practicing the present perfect tense today. We use the present perfect tense to talk about past actions that are still true. So remember, guys, present perfect tense, something that happened in the past but has still carried on and has meaning in the present. That's why we use the past tense form of the verb. We're talking about a past action that's still relevant in the present. Present perfect tense. And the sequence, like I've explained on the board earlier, we always have subject, then the words have or has, with the verb word in the past participle. So we always use the past tense form of the verb word. And finally, the activity. So remember I said earlier, the word have we use with 4 different subjects. I, you, we, they. If we're talking about them 4 subjects, we follow it with the word have. And then the past tense form of the word eat, eaten. And the thing that we have eaten, an apple. Okay, I have eaten an apple. But if we talk about the 4 other subjects, he, she, it, or if we refer to a person by their name, this is what's known as the third person. He, she, it, or the name of a person, such as John. We don't use have with these subjects. We use has. And then the past tense form of the verb and the activity, like he has eaten an apple. So try to get used to that structure and remember which subjects we use have with and which we use has, because that's important to speak correctly. I have read a book. Yes. Now notice how read is spelled the same as read. The verb word read. If we change it to the past tense form, the spelling stays the same. R-E-A-D. But we pronounce it like the colour. Red. So if we already read a book, remember to say it like the colour. I have read a book. You have gone to school. Yes, if we're talking about the subject you, follow it with have, and then the past tense form of went, gone to school. Like you guys now, where are you now? School. So I can say to you, you have gone to school. Because you went to school this morning and you are still here. So it's past action that still carries on in the present. Present perfect tense. We have played sports. Yes. They have finished their work. You can see in the picture, they're relaxing. They finished all of their work. But now we change have to has. Okay? She has watched a movie. You can see her there. She's got popcorn, Coke, glasses. She has watched a movie. He has listened to music. Yes. Then, if it's an animal or a pet, we use the word it. We never use it with people. If it's a boy, he. If it's a girl, she. Don't use it with people. It's impolite. Animals and objects, like telephone, we use it. And what animal can we see in the picture? Cat. It has drunk milk. The word drink in the past tense, drunk. We change the I for a U. And then finally, if we talk about one person in particular by saying their name, like John has walked to the shop. Yes. So these are the different present perfect tense statements in the affirmative mode to describe things that we have done. Any questions, guys? Okay, that was excellent. Well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation about how to construct affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense. And remember, we always follow the structure, subject, has or have, followed by past tense verb and the activity. And coming up, we've got an activity for our students to practice speaking and constructing the sentences too. Well, first of all, guys, time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. So for this activity, we'll begin with some rotations. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent. And now we'll do some stretches. So let's do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. And have a shake. Arms and legs, shake it out. Shake it out. Now, let's take our right hands and find our left foot. And then left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And to finish, guys, we will do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Please sit down. Because what we're going to do now is a board exercise for our students to practice forming affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense. So we've kept this structure on the board because this is the structure we always stick to. But what I want now is our students to have a practice of thinking, writing, and speaking their own sentences. So now I'll ask my students to close their eyes. When they wake up, one of them will have a pen. And that person with the pen has to come forward and think, write, and speak of a sentence of their own in the present perfect tense. So let's see who can go first. And first will be lacau. So lacau. Remember, when we're doing the present perfect tense, guys, what's the first word we use? Subject. And then depending on the subject, we either write has or have. And then the verb word. And remember, present perfect tense, we always use the past tense of the verb word. And finally, the activity that complements the verb. So lacau, what's your first word going to be? Your subject. Let's see what subject lacau will write. Okay, so lacau has gone for she. So now we have a decision to make. Do we use has or have? She has. Well done. She has. And what has she done? She has drunk water. We don't say drink, we use the past tense form. R-U-N-K. Drunk. U-N-K. And then the complement, the verb word. W-A-T-E-R. Okay. Lacau, that's perfect. So can you say your sentence for me? Not drink. She has drunk water. So all together, guys. She has drunk water. An affirmative sentence in the present perfect tense. Lacau, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause, please, guys. So teachers, you can see the activity that we're doing in our classroom now. You can pause the video and do the same activity with your own students for the next 10 to 12 minutes. And remember, use a different student each time and then have the entire class practice speaking together. So eyes closed, guys. Let's see who can go next. Okay, so now Pangpon's turn. So Pangpon, come to the front of class. And now you can construct your sentence on the board. So who will be your first subject? Subject word. Okay, so I. Excellent. So now, if we use the word I, do we use the word has or have? I have. H-A-V-E. Excellent. And now we need the past tense form of our verb word. So what verb will Pangpon use? I have. Listen, and then in the past tense form, we need to add the letters ed. And then what did you listen to, Pangpon? I have listened to music. Okay. So, Pangpon, can you say your sentence for me? Okay, and now everybody can say the sentence together. I have listened to music. Pangpon, very well done. High five and a big round of applause for Pangpon. So now we need another student to come forward and write his sentence in the present perfect tense. So let's see who we can choose this time. And now it's the turn of Pak Bung. So Pak Bung, come and join me at the front of class. Now we've used the subject she, we've used the subject I. Now can we think of a different subject that we can use? We. Excellent, Pak Bung. So we can say we, W-E. But if we say the subject we, do we say has or have? We have. Excellent, guys. A-V-E. Excellent. We have. Now, Pak Bung, can you think of your verb word? And remember, we need to do it in the past tense. So we have, what have we done? Studied. Okay. S-T-U-D-I-E-D. Excellent, guys. Well remembered. The verb word study, S-T-U-D-Y. For the past tense, delete the Y and add I-E-D. Now, what have we studied? English. Okay, very good. So we can write the activity English. N-G-L-I-S-H. Okay, so Pak Bung, can you say your sentence for me? English. Excellent. And now we can all say together, we have studied English. Excellent, Pak Bung, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Pak Bung, please, guys. So now we've got our 3 sentences on the board from our students. We can practice saying them together. She has drunk water. I have listened to music. We have studied English. And this is how we construct affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense. Guys, that was brilliant. Very well done. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, make sure all of the students in your class get their own worksheet. And what they need to do on today's worksheet is 2 separate activities. The first one is to help them understand to use has or have with the correct subjects. They have to complete the correct word to fill in the sentences by reading the subject first and then writing has or have. And then the second activity is for them to practice writing verb words in the past tense, which is how we write in the present perfect tense. For example, play, we will add the letters ED to become played. So give our students around 15 minutes for this activity, and you can just monitor the class and help your students with anything they need. And at the end, we can practice speaking together. So, Net, this one's for you. Pak Bung, for you. You're welcome. Pat, this one's for you. You're welcome. Nadia, for you. You're welcome. Chu, for you. Down, here's yours. You're welcome. Prau, for you. You're welcome. Pangpon, for you. And Lakau, for you. Okay, guys, so names on first. And then, remember the 2 words, has or have. Have a read of your sentence, see what the subject is, and then write the correct word. Has or have. For example, the first one is I. I have. Excellent. This gets you to practice knowing which word to use with the correct subject. So then, if it's you, not you has, I have. Correct. Well done, Pangpon. I have, and also if we say you, you have. Same. You have. Excellent. Well done. And then the second activity We just need to change the verbs to the past tense. Mandy, so Mandy is the name of a person. If it's one person, do we say Mandy has or Mandy have? Has, yes. If we talk about one person, like teacher, Pak Bung, Mandy, Chu, we use has. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, they have, Mandy has, we have. Pak Bung, excellent. So for the second activity, past tense of the verbs. So play becomes played. Well done. Excellent. Well done. Perfect. And then, if we have play, we need to change it to played. That's what we mean by changing it to the past tense. Okay, so eat. Remember before, we've seen eat, but if we want to change it to the past tense, this is an irregular verb. Eaten. We don't add ed, we have to add en. Eaten. Regular verbs always ed, but some of them are irregular. No. ing is continuous. Sleep. No, irregular. Sleep becomes slept. And run, be careful of run too. Run becomes ran. That's what we mean by irregular verbs. The other ones are regular. We add ed. But sleep, slept. Run, ran. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet activity where they had to demonstrate their understanding by using the correct words, has or have, and the correct past tense form too. And we're going to practice speaking for you now. I have listened to music.
I have listened to music.
Excellent, guys. You have played with your friends.
You have played with your friends.
He has drank water.
He has drank water.
She has eaten her lunch. It has slept all afternoon. They have gone shopping with Mum. Mandy has watched the new movie at the cinema. And then finally, we have studied English at school today. Well done, guys. And then we asked our students to change the verb words into their past tense form. So play, played. Eat, eaten. Sleep, slept. Watch, watched. Listen, listened. Walk, walked. Run, ran. Guys, that was brilliant. Very well done. And that's all we've got time for today. So we hope you've enjoyed the lesson, found it interesting, and now understand how to construct affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you again soon.